What's in a brand? There is a complex answer to that question, but right off the top, we know a brand sparks recognition, represents quality, and inspires loyalty. Whether a logo, a slogan, or a combination of the two, brands have long been associated with products and services, so why not a community?
A lot of people can relate to branding. Think of a swoosh. What comes to mind but Nike? Or if you saw that apple with a bite out of it, you'd instantly think of an iPad or an iPhone, right? From the Apple company. That's what we want to accomplish with branding of communities. That Ada is top of mind when you see that graphic image. But let me assure you that branding isn't all about the graphic presentation or the tagline. It's most importantly about what it represents, those key messages that embody the core values and what Ada is all about, so people feel that same kind of energy.
For the past year, local citizens have been working on the creation of a brand for Ada. The process has been comprehensive and all-inclusive. In fact, the entire community was invited to come share its ideas. The effort was known as Take Part, with PART serving as an acronym for Planning Ada Right Together.
Take Part is an initiative started back in April of 2013. The city, the chamber, and Ada Jobs Foundation hired Dana Shadid out of Edmond, Oklahoma. She came down. We held several meetings out at the Pontotoc Technology Center, invited everybody in town. Anybody that wanted to come was invited to each meeting. So you had everybody from business owners to chamber workers to just anybody that wanted to come could come out and be part of this. And we encouraged that because we wanted everybody's views on what they wanted Ada to be for the future. The whole idea was bringing everybody together. What do we want to see Ada become? What are the things that we're missing? What do we need to be doing?
During this visioning process, vital community needs were identified as focus points, including education, economic development, beautification, health and wellness, and overall quality of life. This process yielded valuable information and helped launch the next phase, which was the creation of a community brand.
Through the focus group exercises and the research that cultivated the key messages behind the branding, three key things kept coming to the surface. The strong entrepreneurial spirit in this community. The second key message is certainly about the big opportunities that are surprisingly available here in Ada. You'd think for a town of this size there wouldn't be so much going on. And of course, it is rounded out with small town hospitality. That is just certainly at the essence of what Ada is all about. Entrepreneurial spirit, surprising opportunities, and small town hospitality.
Also identified in the process was a need for the community's leading business and governmental entities to work in concert instead of operating independently. Those entities include the City of Ada, the Ada Area Chamber of Commerce, and the Ada Jobs Foundation.
Well, a lot of times you have situations due to political strife in other communities that they may be at odds. In Ada, there seems to be a unity between the three organizations. The idea would be that everyone's working together, playing off the same sheet of music, so to speak, where we are a team. That's one of the things. We all have to work together. We can't work separately. Everyone has to pull on the rope in the same direction.
You need to work together. You need to have the chamber and the jobs and the city, because all of us together to reach the common goal, working together, it gives you more people, it gives you more brain power, it gives you more incentive, more everything. It's just a win-win situation, and not having that it's kind of detrimental, I think. I think it's very important to have those three work together.
With all three entities on board, the next step is to demonstrate to the outside world that spirit of teamwork. That's where the creation of a recognizable brand becomes necessary. It's a symbol and a slogan that communicates to potential employers and future residents that Ada is a place where people cooperate for the common good.
The logo is what everyone will see. The logo will be something that, the way that we have it set up, the city, the chamber, and the Jobs Foundation will all have the same logo. So kind of like Nike with a swoosh. Or some of the other brands, well-known brands that you may see, or logos. It's something that we can identify with, something that when someone sees it, they will think immediately of Ada.
Oftentimes branding is done in a community to do marketing for economic development or to set an organization aside. The good news about what Ada is doing here is a community-wide brand. How does that benefit not just the work in economic development or that of the chamber of the city, but every person that is a resident of Ada? Is that you get to be part of the team now. It really builds a lot of pride and continuity to the way you think about a community, the way you are proud to talk about what's happening in Ada.
The logo is not just a logo for the city to use and here's our logo. We're hoping that it's incorporated in everything that everybody does, that they'll use it. It's a piece that says small town, big opportunity. And that's kind of where we went with all of this after all was said and done.
With the new brand unveiled, Ada is building momentum. Notice has been served not only to outside interests, but also to longtime residents that the vehicle is in gear and moving forward. The ultimate plan is to grow the community while improving the quality of life for all citizens.
The rebranding effort was part of an overall economic development strategy. Started with the target industry analysis and then ending with that overall economic development plan. We're trying to grow this pie, this economic pie, and this overall effort will hopefully do that.
I think that it benefits everybody because it shows that Ada is growing and moving and looking to the future with a new look and feel, but not changing things up by saying small town, big opportunity. We're not trying to make Ada a metropolis. We know it's never going to be Oklahoma City or Tulsa or even Norman. We're a crown jewel here in southeastern Oklahoma, and that's what we want people to know. We've got a great town and great assets and great people, and the whole emphasis on that is small town, but we have big opportunity. We're growing and we're moving and we're doing great things in our town. So many things are changing, and that's why you bring the visioning and the branding process together, and we're unstoppable right now, and we're excited about that.